everyone. So I'm not gonna be able to do a really polished video because my little doggy needs some attention. But I did a video about some resolutions that I had, but I was really tired, so I might upload that one maybe. But I wanted to do a quick one, really quick. Just about some things that I was happy about with 2017 and some things that I'm looking forward to for 2018. So one of the things that I was most happy about with 2017 was finishing projects. That was just a load off my mind. It was amazing. Are you gonna hurt yourself on that? You're gonna be okay. I don't want you to splint it. So that was really great. I finished, as dumb as it sounds, I finished a quilt that I had been working on for forever. And a lot of times in my life has just been full of interruptions, so there's just never enough time to finish the things that I want to finish. And now what I've really told myself for 2018 is I now have the time, I have the resources to get some stuff done. So I'm going to make my projects really sacred, and there's always going to be household things. You know, I feel like I've been running a household since I was, 11. So there's just always something to do. You know, if you've never run a household with 6 people in it, there's always something to do. So now that the kids are older, like I feel like an old woman who's like, I can finally do some of the things I want to do. So that's been really nice. And so my sister's off to college now. My brother's almost there. And so there's just a little bit more time. My mom's still chronically ill and everything, and I still have to take care of her, but it's so much easier than it was when they were little and things were crazy. So just getting, making those things really sacred. That's one of my goals for 2018, and I was proud that I did finish some things in 2017. I have a project that I have not breathed a word of on this channel that I'm really excited about. So I will show that to you guys later when I finally get it all printed up and everything. So that'll be really fun. And I feel bad because it doesn't quite feel like just it was my project because I helped put it together and I directed it, but really it was another artist's work. She was amazing, and I was very happy to be working with her. Thank you, Sarah. So then one of the things that I was happy about too with 2017 was just becoming a more financially competent. Numbers are just not my strongest thing at all. So and a lot of times with having chronic illness in the family, there is no extra money anywhere, and if you happen to have the cash at that point, it's like, okay, we're using this for groceries or whatever. So which is, I am so happy that I've learned how to sacrifice and how to give, to give of myself. And then now it's time for me to learn how to save and how to take care of myself, and not at the expense of other people, but it's just another skill because you want to be balanced. You don't want to be so giving that everybody takes from you all the time and you become a doormat, and also you don't want to be so, you are shredding this, aren't you? Okay, it's hard for me to watch. This was a nice fighting stick, mister. Okay. I don't need it anymore, and he can have it, but... Oh, okay. Anyway. You distracted me, mister. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so just being more financially stable, sound. I finally have enough, money where I'm not worried about stuff all the time, and I could move out, but I will not because I just think that would be a really stupid thing for me to do. Struggling with manic depression and bipolar, it's just a good idea to have other people around you, and I will probably get to the point at some point in my life, between the time when my parents are much older and I'm taking care of them, and the time when all my siblings hopefully go off and get married and have children, where I will be by myself. And so I'm planning accordingly for that, and I will enjoy after my parents pass, I will just enjoy slipping into senility. That will be, I have it all planned out that way. I'm never going to be bored. I'm always going to have people around who are, I don't know if I'll be able to stay in the area that I'm in, but I've built up a really good community of people who, just at work, and my dancers and people that I really care about that are around me, and I really, really appreciate that. I think what's gonna be hard is if we do end up moving, then I'll have to kind of start all over again, and it takes me a while to you know, to really kind of find my place. Well, I shouldn't say it takes me a while, but it does take me a while. It's taken me 4 years to really build up what I have here now. And I'm not someone who, I mean, I love people and I love giving to people. I love helping people, but spending time with people, I would just say most of the time it's pretty draining. Even if I'm around people that I really, really love. Like, it's either my immediate family, some very close friends, and that's about it. Because otherwise I just feel sapped. So I'm not someone who needs like a huge circle of just friends to, you know, I don't know, and I'm too busy for that anyway. You know, like between all my projects, all of my work that I do, and then, you know, just like having some downtime with my family, which is all I really want. I don't have time to just go out and do, you know, the college age lifestyle. You know, I'm ready to move on beyond that and, you know, like build my empire. That's what I'm working on. So and if you are planning on being single for the rest of your life, plan to build an empire. It is so much fun because there's so many things you can do. You know, you could become, you know, hopefully, I think the main thing you should worry about is becoming, you know, or not worry about, but, you know, the thing you should think about is becoming, you know, really financially successful. And then that way you can go travel, you can be people's benefactor or benefactress. You can, you know, you can help so many different people. You can invest in companies that you believe in. You know, there's so many things to, like, donate your time. If you have a skill, donate your time, donate your skill, you know, teach other people to just have a love for life. You know, there's so much to do and there's so much to live, but we've been in such a squelched time because true creativity is not being upheld anymore, because a lot of it has, you know, the arts have been totally hijacked. And so I feel like, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that my art's gonna, you know, go out and change the world or anything, but I'm gonna try just in the circle that I have, you know, the circle of control that I have to change those people's worlds, and then it just goes out from there. So you never know what power you have. Just, you know, everybody who's ever done anything, it always starts with one person. You know what I mean? Communism started with Karl Marx, you know what I mean? So just be the opposite of that and you'll be good. Then what was the third thing that I had that I was really excited about? Oh yeah, just I feel like my soul is finally just at peace. I'm just at rest. And that's not to say that things aren't gonna fly and flail and, you know, death and mayhem and destruction and everything. But I mean, you know, the worst of the worst of the worst, I've already thought about it. Like, you know, like just the worst thing that you could possibly think about that would happen to a human being, the worst torture, the worst, you know, and it probably won't happen to me. And if it does, you know, then I'll die and I'll go to heaven and I'll be fine. So I don't feel a lot of angst in my soul. I used to feel that all the time. And it's interesting, I've been going back through some, you know, like my the music that I used to listen to as a teenager and remembering, oh my gosh, yeah, I remember wrestling through these emotions and these feelings, and then having lived a little bit of life and really pushed through and come out the other side, man, it is so rewarding. So don't run from anything. You know, if you have any skeletons in your closet that you have not been facing, if your ancestors have done things, I mean, I'm planning on doing a DNA test in a little while, because I've always wanted to know the history of my ancestors. There are certain things that I feel very connected with. I think we have a little bit of Indians in our family history. I would not be surprised, because I've always kind of felt like, you know, I could just leave all this behind, go live in a teepee and be really happy. But yeah, so face down those fears or those demons or whatever, you know. And then if you can come out the other side, you are invincible. It's like that moment when Neo, you know, is like in the Matrix and everything warbles around him, and he's just like, you'll have that moment, and it's pretty awesome. But not all the human souls get there. So, you know, make sure that, you know, you have to try to press through if you really want that. If that's something you really want. And then just letting things go. You know, learning how to let people go. I've had to grieve a lot of loss of people in my life, and just being okay with letting them go. I used to hold on so tightly to people and things, and I've learned that life is, you know, it's like this conveyor belt that brings stuff down, and you know, grab one thing for a little while and then, oh, it's time to put it down. Okay, then another thing, you know, there's going to be very, very few things that stick around for the rest of your life. And pretty much the one thing that was designed to do that is your family, you know. And even with your family, like if you marry or whatever, you have to plan for your spouse passing on and you possibly living on. And it's, you know, the human journey is you're very much by yourself. I mean, I have God, so I'm, you know, that's my strength that I pull from. And when you have God, you really aren't alone, but you're still alone with God, if that makes sense. So things that I'm looking forward to for 2018 is really, really busting out some projects. Getting this channel more polished up, investing more, and becoming better and better with my finances. That's just something I've always wanted to be independently, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I've always wanted to be independently wealthy because I think you can make a big, huge difference. Now, you know, the job that I have, do I get paid a ton of money? No, but if I'm smart and I invest and all that kind of stuff, then I do believe that down the road, you know, I'll be, you know, pretty well off because I don't spend a ton of money. I do have to spend a lot of money on my supplements, which kills me. It's like, why does it have to cost so much to keep me alive? But oh well. Everyone has their thing. So, but yeah, I'm very excited about all that stuff, and I am just looking forward to another year of getting more healthy and more strong. And I've lost some weight that I really wanted to lose. I'm going to lose a little bit more, just a teensy bit. And then I've really been working on keeping my back strong so that I can do, ow, oh, baby, ow, ow. And I didn't need to, but that hurt. Hey, just keeping my back strong so that I can actually do dance projects and stuff like that, because I literally have not been able to do some of the dance that I've now been able to do for about 3 years because my discs were so degenerated. So I'm really, really excited to be able to do that. You know, I'm sure that I look totally stupid to, you know, girls who have, you know, like are really, really, really able to dance, but it's a big victory for me, so I'll take it. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much everything. I probably have ranted enough, but I am really looking forward to doing some more things on this channel. I have to decide how brave I want to be, because I really feel like there's some issues that, I mean, I think about them all the time, and I don't feel like people talk about them anymore. So I have to decide. I have to decide whether I want to, like, you know, kind of be a little more like a water bug on the surface, or whether I'm just gonna go all the way in, and I probably will. And I might regret it. I might do something on a manic high that I totally regret, but I don't care. So I will see you guys all later. Have a fabulous whatever you're having, and just let's be strong and healthy, and let's change the world, shall we?